Hi, fellow Fandasals! Welcome to another off-season episode while we wait for a new season to arrive. For this off-season episode, what I'm going to do is to watch and react on the movie Hello, Love Again. Because of copyright issues, I cannot be playing the movie while I'm reacting, so you'll just be seeing my face the entire time. Napanood ko yung Hello, Love, Goodbye when I was still in the Philippines. I think napanood ko siya twice. And I really liked it. Hindi ko siya pinanood ulit prior to my watching the sequel. So, let's see if natatandaan ko pa. All I know is that it's Happy for Now, HFN, for the romance girlies out there. That's how the first movie ended. So, talagang open siya for a sequel. So, the movie is 2 hours and 2 minutes. I'm guessing that's a little less than that kasi may mga credits pa ganun. But, join me as I journey through Hello, Love Again. I am recording this the day after Valentine's Day as a hopeless romantic. And are you guys also a fan of eating while watching a movie? I am. Walang french fries or popcorn, so kakain lang ako ng peanut butter sandwich and my trusty water. Let's go watch the movie. So I'll just try to talk over the movie. This is my review. Oh, Star Cinema and GMA Films na ba ito dati? Kahit yung first movie. I guess it is. Ayan na. So it looks like they continued their... Welcome to Canada, Joy. So nakakatuwa na they were still able to get the same cast and... Okay. Lamang feedback ko noon when this was happening, parang ang ganda ng character shift ni Alden doon kasi parang in the beginning, it was a little toxic. Why would you want someone to stay? Tapos na plano mo na yung buong buhay. Alam mo yun, it was coming from a good place. Pag mahal mo kasi, di ba ganyan, feeling mo that will make them stay, that will make them happy. Not knowing na tinanong ko ba siya kung ano gusto niya. I think, di ba yun yung parang pivotal moment na doon sa first movie. Grabe talagang face card nitong dalawang to, ano? And I'm really glad that they... So parang...
Sabi nila time stops when you don't use it. Gamitin na natin para mapagbilis yung oras.
Time stops when you don't use it. Okay, so ano naging trabaho niya? So she was a nanny. She became a nanny. Usually, ganyan naman. Super hustler talaga nito si Joy. Kudos. Seven minutes into the movie, pwede bang mag-comment? Medyo bagay sila, no? Oh my gosh. Alam niyo, as someone na nag-LDR before, ginawa din namin yun yung since magkaiba yung oras. Video call na lang, tapos papanoorin mo na lang yung isa na habang natutulog para magawa ng isa yung kailangan niyang gawin kasi daytime niya. But you're still being together. Wala lang, cheesy. Oh no. Oh my God, so nag-drop na ng BOMB si Ethan. Hindi na niya kaya. Well, for transparency, thanks. Ay, gogi. Ay, nako, ano ba yan? Gusto ko yung ganong build up. So, pumunta pala siya ng Canada. Okay, so that's the reason why they did shoot in Canada. Ah! Pero nakakainis ha. Kung ikaw yung pagod na pagod na ganon, tapos uunahan ka ng ganong balita. Kainis? Ay, bakit 5 years ka agad ng time jump?
Hello, Ainsley. Ano, kamusta?
Ay, may kotse na ang lola mo. So, okay, so I think ang takbo ng moving ito is what happened in between. So, kulit talaga nito yung role ni Joros. Alam mo yung mga, I really liked how these actors were given yung different roles. Ang dami nilang movies, different roles. Parang pag artista ka, ganun yung masarap na parang you're not the lead so that the pressure is not on you. Parang lagi ka nandun, lagi ka may trabaho. Artista goals. Oh, I see what's happening in this movie. So ano ba to? Parang alternate timelines. Alternate or parang shifting timelines. Ay! Pak! Ready na sila sa mature roles.
Sige ka.
I bet sigawan ng mga tao dito. Ang aga pa direct! But yeah, kung LDR kayo ng matagal, tapos ngayon lang ulit kayo nakita after what, a couple of months or years? Pak! Ganyan talaga. So yeah, they just finished the montage na yung sila, they were going around Canada and nagka-camping, ganyan. Oh my God, nakakakaba yung ganito kasi parang malaking heartbreak ang kasunod nito. Alam naman natin yan how it goes. My God, this is so picturesque. Oh my God, kaya pala parang nakita ko na to. Si Uno, yung nasa Bling Empire. Sorry, ang detached ko, di ba? Oh, so ito na, yung coffee shop scene. I mean, ito na yung mga sa sneak peek and sa trailer.
Oras ng trabaho.
Ay, my gosh. Ang sakit. Pretending parang wala lang.
One hot Americano.
Oh, no.
For Marie.
Marie. Ano kayang nangyari? My gosh, so curious ako.
Don't know me. I don't know.
Yeah, gusto ko yung nag-throwback sila dun sa mga lines in the first movie. Isa nga yun sa mga lines na relate ako, di ba? Ang choice para lang sa taong may pera. Totoo yan! My gosh! Pag walang-wala ka na talaga. It's especially harder kapag galing ka doon sa sitwasyon na meron tapos biglang nawala. And it's not for lack of trying. Katulad yan, you know, in immigrant life, you cannot. Hindi dahil sa ayaw mo, you cannot. Kasi hindi ka eligible. Ayan, so bata na girl. So ano nga kaya talaga ang nangyari? But I'm really, really proud of Catherine. Siguro kasi I haven't watched a lot of her movies na yung kasama niya yung dati ng Kalab Team. Pero dito sobrang niyang mature and ang galing na umarte. Ito naman si Alden, mata-mata din, oh. So like if your role calls for something like that, you used to have money on a bar, tas walang-wala ka na. So, pumunta ka sa isang bansang makikipagsapalaran. Yun ang nakikita ko sa mata ni Ethan. Ang galing. Okay. Now, I'm past the point na nalaman ko na kung ano yung nangyari, bakit may ganong dala-dala itong si Joy nung nakita sila ulit. Oh my God, ang hirap. So basically, something happened. Kaya papasok yung trope ng fake relationship, which is one of my favorite romantic tropes as well. Nakakakilig! I like this development. Okay, so I really like how this super fake setup ng relationship nila. Pero I'm watching this fresh from watching Saving Grace. So, iba din talaga yung tingin ko kay Jenica Garcia. Na ang galing na doon, by the way. So, ba't nyo naman gano'n si ate girl? So, okay pala ang role ni Kevin dito sa Hello, Love Again. As someone na mga tagagising sa realidad. So, parang naging familiar conflict na rin to sa kanila. Ginagawa mo lahat para sa pamilya mo kasi gano'n ang gusto mo. And then the other person thinking it's selfishness. Parang na to sa unang movie. But, oh my God, ang hirap. We don't wanna be in that situation. And, oh my God. Bakit may flesh? Wow. Bakit half
Pupunta na ako dyan.
naked si
PM yung flight ko.
Oh my gosh! Okay. Now we know. Okay. Okay, now I know. Bakit gano'n na lang sukdulan ng galit ni Joy? Bakit nawala si Joy at siya na si Marie? Okay, kasi nung umpisa parang hindi siya nakatiis dun sa buhay sa Canada. That's why he decided to leave. Akala ko yun lang talaga yung reason. Okay, meron pa pala. Wow, this is so well acted, to be fair. I like it. And this is nice kasi, di ba, even in books, yung kapag nag-alternate yung timelines, minsan parang, wait, ano na itong pinapanood natin? I mean, This one is medyo seamless yung, ano niya, yung transition niya. If only for that, I like it. And I'm really liking this mature adult Catherine.
Jim,
Parang ginawa niya tong pelikulang to at, at a very, very good time in her life. Kasi, yung pinaguhugutan niya talaga lalim. Okay, so natapos na yung scene na very steamy. It was hot. Kinilig ako. Alam mo, I think this is the most passionate that I've seen either of them sa movie na to. Hindi ko masisi ang mga kasden at ang mga ang mga people shipping them. Because that one, if you just base it on that, ooh, so hot. Okay, nandito na tayo sa calm, climactic confrontation. You know what? Siguro in real life, tama naman yung sinasabi ni Ethan, no? Tama. At some point, you have to stop. Kasi minsan feeling mo, oh my gosh, inayos mo yung buhay mo, but naka-anchored din kasi siya sa meron kang gustong habulin, meron kang gustong mangyari. So, things are not really going your way. Ay, nako. So, another HFN na naman ba to? May part 3 ba to? Ayan. Papunta na siya ng America. Oh, well. I finished watching the movie and I'm recording this at a different time of the day. Pinarasas ko bang aking feelings? But yeah, I have thoughts about the movie. Overall, I really liked it, but I liked the Hello, Love, Goodbye better. Sabi nga nung iba, dapat hindi na lang nagka-sequel yung HLG. Sa akin naman, okay naman. If only to see, kasi happy for now yung HLG . I mean, if you're a romance fan, gusto mo talaga ng happy ever after. So, in a way, okay naman din na may ganitong sequel after a couple of years. Tsaka na-justify talaga na nag-mature sila. Isa sa mga kinagulat ko na nangyari dun sa movie na for me, feeling ko hindi ganun ka-necessary was, spoiler na to, na Ethan was caught cheating or like in one parang confused moment, nakapag-cheat siya. Although kasi baka kailangan ng napakabigat na dahilan para magalit ni Joy. Kasi ang akala ko lang talaga nung una, kasi nakita naman doon sa movie, 'di ba, na hindi talaga parang kinaya ni Ethan yung parang nawawala ng dignidad yung pagkatao niya dahil doon sa trabaho kailangan nilang gawin to survive in Canada. Iba-iba ang threshold nating mga tao . So siguro siya talagang he reached the end of his rope. Tapos 'di ba na matay pa yung tatay niya. Ang feeling ko kasi doon, iniisip ko na lang kaya parang kahit for me ang lame nung cheating is that yung characterization kasi nila, sobrang mahal ni Joy si Ethan. Yung ganong napagod sa trabahong, parang hindi yun sapat for her na na maging ganon yung treatment niya kay Ethan a couple of years later. It really has to be something very, very big. Wala naman akong maisip din kasi na ibang sobrang bigat na dahilan, pera or whatever. So yun nga, siguro cheating na lang para talagang ma-justify yung galit. So anyway, medyo naghanap lang din ako ng sana may a little more scenes pa for Ethan. Kasi kailangan niya talagang i-redeem yung sarili niya. I mean, nakakita tayo ng mga certain scenes na parang, nagbago na siya, nagpupunas na siya ng nagpupunas na siya ng wiwi, kahit walang gloves. Yun lang din, I would have wanted to see more of Alden's acting kasi dahil nagagalingan ako umarte sa kanya. Tsaka, yun nga, kailangan patunayan na talaga kay Joy na yung pagbalik niya, although he also has his set of circumstances, bakit yan kailangan gawin. Yun nga, may tanong nga doon na, bakit Canada? But, syempre kasi paano sila magkikita ko hindi sa Canada. Sana sana medyo nadagdagan pa. And of course, I also like their conversation dun sa bench. It was very quiet. It was very heartwarming. At doon na rin narinig na parang nag-let go na si Ethan. Kasi nabanggit ko yun kanina, 'di ba? At saka actually yung HLG, yun din yung issue ko sa character niya. Parang it was toxic parang siya ng toxic relationship na even if you're coming from a good place, yun, tapos may siya na pag hindi parang grabe yung rejection na ginawa ko to lahat, pinlano ko na nga, parang I only want the best for you. Parang no, it doesn't work that way. Pero yun, na ano ko doon na okay, finally. Para ayusin mo din yung sarili mong buhay. And of course, isa sa pinaka effective na ano doon, plot device din doon, si Miss Martha. Siya talaga ang isa sa mga paborito kong characters doon. Mga goals yun, gawa-gawa ka lang ng beads, ganyan. Nagdi-dispense ng ng life advice and realizations to people na medyo magaan ang loob mo. But anyway, ako, yung ending, kahit na syempre, parang ano ba yan? Pinagpalit yung yung ibang, yung para sa buhay. Akala ko ba, Joy, natuto ka na? Bakit bumalik ka pa? Pero kasi, ang interpretation ko lang doon is that, bumalik siya kasi, it's not because, na parang, nandun kasi si Ethan, na parang siya ang pipiliin ko. Parang gumawa siya ng decision dahil, hinayaan na siya ni Ethan gumawa ng anong gusto niyang gawin. So, it was her na gusto talagang wag nang mag-pursue sa US. Tapos syempre, yung joke, syempre pinanood ko siya 2025. Parang, girl, mas okay ka na dyan sa Canada. Isang na ko lang din doon is yung buhay ng OFW. I mean, siguro it will take a lot of empathy para maano na, oh my God, ganun talaga ang buhay ng mga OFW. May lang ako doon, parang para kasi ding medyo gasgas na din yung trope na gano'n na talagang parang kayod kalabaw. I'm not saying that it's not happening. Nangyayari siya, no? Na tipong 3-4 ang trabaho mo, tapos hindi mo alam kung, lalo na kapag yung wala ka pang status, ganyan. Nangyayari yan, realidad. Kaya lang, meron, pero kasi on the other hand, meron din naman kasi, yung medyo hindi ganon kahirap yung dinadaanan. At saka parang nagpapakita tayo ng mga, yung mga workarounds. Kaya baka, alam mo, while sabi ko nga, I'm not saying it's not happening, but baka minsan kasi nakakatulong siya, kaya parang na-perpetuate yung stereotype. Kasi parang yan yung hina-highlight natin na pag nakatungtong ka talaga dyan, lahat ng ganun gagawin mo, na talagang magsi-circumvent ka ng laws or so anyway, yun lang naman ang comment ko. I mean, not to belittle the experiences of people na pwedeng pinagbasihan ng ganung experiences nila. So yun, overall, that is my review of the movie, and thanks for watching how I reacted to it. And that concludes my off-season episode. Feel free to check out our off-season episodes playlist so you can check all the short episodes that Claire and I did while we are waiting to record for our regular season. We'll see you again next episode. Bye!